What's up and welcome to day 5. Ooh, it's kind of loud in here. All right, so welcome to day 5. So happy. I love this MetCon. It is 20 workouts or 20 exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And you won't get to repeat that exercise ever again for today. So make it count. Push with everything you got. I just finished. I'm covered in sweat and I'm so excited for you to try this workout. It is going to be amazing. So I'll see you in the workout. Let's do it. All right, set that timer. We're going 45 on, 15 off. No repeating of any exercises, just going through entire 20 exercises. We're getting started with high plank foot tap outs with a light resistance band or none, wrapping it around right where you see it in this video. Tap that timer because we're gonna get going. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, it is go time. All right, so in your high plank position, stack your elbows, wrists, and shoulders, head in line with your spine. You're gonna tap your foot to the outside of that yoga mat. You wanna get at least a foot distance between the 2 feet when you tap it out. You're gonna feel this in your quads, you're gonna feel this in your hips, your glutes, your core, your shoulders, pretty much everywhere. All right, this is gonna be a great workout today. I hope you're ready to sweat, get it in, get it done, and then go on with the rest of your day. You got a few more seconds here before we rest. Keep pushing. Almost there. And rest. All right, get that band off your feet. We're moving on to our second exercise. We've got a chest fly glute bridge. I've got 10-pound weights here for the entire workout. I am filming in the basketball court of the apartment place I'm living at, so I just had to make do. I don't have all the weight varieties available, but 10 pounds was definitely good for me. I could have gone heavier on the chest fly, but you need to listen to your own body. Just because I'm using a certain type of weight doesn't mean that you have to use the same one. You can go heavier, you can go lighter, whatever's going to give you the best workout possible. All right, so opening up into that nice chest fly, you're going to dip the hips down and then press everything back up. You want to get right on top of those shoulder blades, lift the hips as high as you can, walk the heels back to your glutes, squeeze your glutes right at the top, and then come back down. You've got a few more seconds here before you get that other rest, and then we'll move on to our third exercise. And rest. Started with our third exercise. We've got burpees. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, so jumping it down into that push-up position, jump it up, reach up nice and high. If you got to drop down to your knees for the push-up portion, that's a-okay. Listen to your body, but I want you to start trying to do it on your toes if you're not quite there yet, because every inch counts. So every inch that you can get lower when you're on your toes will build to that nice deep push-up over time. Trust me, it took me years to really get into push-ups, and now that I can do them, I love them. So if you hate them, don't worry. There is hope for you. Keep going. We're almost there. 45 seconds of burpees. Let's just get it done so that way it's over with. Final push-up and rest. All right, moving on to our fourth exercise. We've got a bent over wide row to back fly. Now I'm using these adjustable weights here. They're Bowflex and they're a little bit bulky and big, so this one was kind of awkward for me, but I made it work anyway. So in that nice bent over position, you want your back nice and flat. You're bent over about 45 degrees. You're going to do a nice upright row, so the elbows are going to point out to the side and away from your body. Head is in line with your spine. Then you'll rotate your hands in for that back fly. So back fly, bent over wide row, and then back fly. So you're just alternating between the two. So notice my arm placement here and then driving it up to the chest and back down. Final set and rest. All right, so if you couldn't tell, we're in our back portion of today's metabolic conditioning. Now we're gonna be laying down, but just because you're laying down does not mean it's gonna be easy. If you wanna make this a little bit more difficult, grab your light resistance band, the same one you used for your feet, place it around your wrists. We're gonna do lying down swimmer. So this one was really, really tough. So you're gonna lift the feet up, lift the shins off the floor, try to get the knees off the floor as well, lift your chest up, keep your head in line with your spine, kind of tuck your chin here and look directly down. You're gonna alternate the arms and feet. It's kind of like you're swimming in the ocean, but not quite the same. And the main thing here is you're gonna feel this in the triceps, all the way down to the lats, all the way through the shoulders, in the core. You're gonna feel this in your glutes, your hamstrings. This is a tough workout. You're gonna feel your heart actually spike up and start to race, which is a great thing, but you're laying down. So it's kind of interesting how that works, but keep going. I take a few breaks here to kind of recollect myself because I am freaking dying. All right, and rest. The next thing we have is lying down swimmers. This is going to be your 5th exercise. Now, I recommend grabbing your resistance band here, whether you're using any of the looped resistance bands or the ones with the handles, or if you have these ones, that's great too. You don't even need to use it. Honestly, you'll get a solid workout without it, but if you want a little extra strength here, you're going to really enjoy it. All right, so with the resistance band wrapped around your hands or holding on to the handles, you're going to reach forward and then pull the resistance down to about the top of your chest, right under your chin, keeping your feet and your legs lifted up, knees off the floor, chest off the floor. You're gonna really squeeze the lats at the bottom and then raise the arms back up. And again, I'm taking a couple breaks here because I am dying. I'm really struggling at this point, but I'm loving it because I know it's working. You're almost done. Stay with me just for a few more and then you'll get that rest that you're looking for. Almost there, and rest. All right, moving on to our 7th exercise. We've got hacky sacks. No equipment needed. All right, let's get going. We're gonna get started here in just a second. Moving in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now we're gonna challenge your inner soccer player here. If you didn't play soccer, that's okay. I did for probably about 8 years, and so we had to do a lot of this in soccer practice, but you're basically reaching your hand to the inside arch of the opposite leg, keeping the chest up, core is nice and tight. So the idea is to bring that foot as high as you can, reaching for the inside arch. Keep going, we're not done yet. I'm showing you a couple different views so that way you can kind of get the form down. And rest. Moving in to our 8th exercise, we got a little ab work going on here. Straight leg bicycle crunches. So you're gonna go down to your back. You're gonna keep the shoulder blades slightly lifted off the floor. Try to keep your head off the floor with a distance between your chin and your chest. Your eyes looking somewhat up at the ceiling. You're gonna reach opposite arm to opposite leg. Try to float that heel off the floor just a few inches, floating the other hand off the floor just a few inches. So really crunching across the body and then lowering the legs and arms back down. Opposite leg, opposite arm. And rest. All right, we are moving on to our 9th exercise. We've got beast 2-toe tap. No weight needed here. You're gonna get into a kind of like a plank position, but you're gonna sink the knees down nice and low and hover them off the floor. You're gonna tap opposite arm to opposite toe, twisting the torso to the opposite side. So notice how I keep my head in line with my spine. Whatever that looks like for you, I want you to reach for the toes, follow through with the eyes, looking back down at the floor when you're transitioning through. All right, so this one might be a little bit challenging. You may have never done it before, so go slow if you need to. It's something that you will get better with over time. This is a great core and shoulder workout, as you will tell as you're doing this workout. last one, and rest. All right, exercise number 10, deadlift upright row. Grab those dumbbells. We're gonna get started in just a second. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so back is nice and flat. You're gonna hinge at the hips, keep a soft bend in those knees, keep your head in line with your spine. You're going to bring the weights down the front of your shins and then lift the elbows up nice and high at the top. So hinging at the hips, and then elbows go up nice and high. We're gonna hit the shoulders and then back down. Final rep and rest. All right, our 11th exercise, we've got alternating down dog, knee to Spider-Man plank. Just a heads up, you are halfway through your workout, so congratulations, you're almost done. All right, in our nice down dog position, in 3, 2, 1, you're gonna bring the knee to the elbow and then back to your down dog. Knee to the elbow, crunch that oblique, back to your down dog, keeping your head in line with your spine. Really press your chest into the tops of those thighs when you go into your down dog, and then as close as you can get that knee to your elbow. Contact would be great, but if you can't, that's okay. And you might even notice that one side feels more flexible or more open than the other side. I noticed that it was much easier for me to bring my right knee to my right tricep versus my left knee to my left tricep. So kind of some tightness maybe in my left hip, and you might notice that too, just something to kind of become aware of over time, and really work on it when you're stretching after you've worked out, when your body is nice, warm, and pliable. All right, keep going, we're almost there. And rest. All right, we're moving into an alternating reverse lunge to tricep extension. So grabbing one heavy dumbbell, you're gonna step it back on each leg and then dip it down for that tricep extension. All right, here we go. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. Stepping back on one leg, you're gonna drop the weight behind your head, keeping the elbows nice and close together. Don't let them flare or bow out. You wanna keep the biceps by the ears, keep that pelvis tucked in. A nice generous step back so that your knee doesn't go past your toe and stays in line with the ankle is ideal. Keep that head up nice and straight, keep breathing, keep moving, and we'll get to that rest in no time. Final rep and rest. All right, we are moving on to a reverse crunch hip raise. We're gonna hit the abs for the next 2 exercises. So no weight needed, no nothing needed here. You're just gonna go down to the floor. You can place your hands under your lower back for support if you like. We're gonna get going in 3, 2, 1. So lowering the heels down to the floor, hovering them off just a few inches. Try to lift the heels above the hips towards the ceiling and then lower back down. Keep your head nice and flat on the ground. Keep a distance between your chin and your chest. Breathe in as you extend, breathe out as you crunch the legs up to the ceiling. Final rep and rest. All right, our next exercise, our 14th exercise, lying down lat pull over with a leg lift. So all you need is a single heavy dumbbell here. I'm gonna hold my weight a little bit differently than I've shown you in the demo videos because it's so big and bulky. I just had to make do with what I got. All right, we're gonna get going in 3, 2, 1. So hips are flat on the ground, shoulders are down, head is relaxed on the floor. You're gonna bring the weights and the feet up to touch at the top and then lower everything down, hover those weights and your feet off the floor just a few inches and then back to the top, crunching those abs. Breathe in as you extend everything down to the floor. Breathe out as you crunch everything up and keep going. We're almost there. Final repetition and rest. All right, we've got a little bit of a cardio burst for the next 3 exercises. We're gonna get started with skaters. So we're gonna jump from one leg to the other, and I'll show you a mini modification at the very end. All right, here we go. Skaters in 3, 2, 1. All right, so bringing one foot behind the other, you're gonna kind of tap that foot down, or you can float it if you wanna make it a little more difficult. Either way, keep that back nice and flat. Nice, generous jump between the 2 feet, going side to side. Keep the intensity going. I want you pushing yourself as hard as you can for these next 3 cardio burst exercises. On, you got it, almost there, and rest. All right, those last few reps were to show you how you can modify if you have any knee issues whatsoever. We're moving on to front kicks for our 16th exercise. So no weight needed here. You're just gonna kick those feet in front in 3, 2, 1. So kicking, alternating those legs, bringing it up. You're gonna raise the knee and then kick it forward and follow through with the toes. I like to use my hands here. That way I really crunch the abs, breathing nice and hard here. So that way I'm really getting that extra core workout using my breath, getting those hips nice and level, and then trying to bring that knee as close as I can to my chest. There, and rest. All right, we've got toe touch hops for our 17th exercise, last in this little cardio burst. So no special weight needed here. You're just gonna reach for the toes and jump on up. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm gonna show you a small modification like the one in the demo video if you've been watching those. So you can either jump or you can just lift on top of those toes, getting the heels off the ground. But if you don't have any knee issues or any injury you're working around, then reach up nice and high. I even like to swing back a little bit onto my heels and lift my toes up at the bottom. It's just a nice stretch for the hamstrings, kind of like a deadlift. So if you're looking to lift your butt and really make those hamstrings pop, I recommend it as well. Go as fast as you can here, push through. I know it kind of sucks right now because you're almost at the end of your workout. You're really feeling it, but I need everything you got, just a little bit more, and then you'll be done, and so proud of yourself for giving it everything you got. Few more and rest. All right, nice job. We are moving on to alternating renegade rows with a push-up. So grab your dumbbells and then we'll get started. So you're gonna go push up and then row right, row left, and then push up. All right, here we go. Moving in 3, 2, 1. It's go time. So now into that nice deep push up, keeping your head in line with your spine, core is nice and tight. You're gonna row right, row left, and then back down for that push up. Flex your quads, squeeze those glutes, keep your hips engaged. Don't let your butt float up to the ceiling. You wanna keep a nice straight body here, and then rowing that elbow past the rib cage and then back down. Be mindful to not open up through the chest in that row, so you're not opening up to the side. You're doing your best to keep your shoulders nice and square to the floor, keeping your hips square to the floor as well. Last time, and rest. All right. Last 2 exercises, we are almost there. You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you for pushing as hard as you have been through this workout. We've just got a little bit more. 19th workout, sumo curtsey press combo. This is a little confusing. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So stay with me on it. So the weight is gonna go out away from your chest in that sumo squat and then up above your head into that curtsey lunge. So out with the weight, up with the weight. Into your sumo squat, knees and toes pointing slightly out. Curtsey, weight goes up above your head. Now, if you have never done it before, I definitely recommend watching the demo video, maybe practicing it a few times. If it gets confusing, I want you to know, duh. That's okay. It's supposed to be confusing sometimes. It's not always supposed to be easy. Actually, in fact, it doesn't ever really get easy. You just get stronger. Now, the reason I like this is because it is forcing you to think. It's actually forcing you to slow down, and it's challenging the way that your body is moving. And rest. All right, last exercise. We've got a bent over underhand grip row. This is it, you guys. 45 seconds of work left, and then you are all done today. Unless, of course, you want to double up on workouts. Be my guest. All right, this is it. Bent over underhand grip rows. Bent over about 45 degrees in 3, 2, 1. This is it. All right, so palms are facing away from your body. Core is nice and tight. Bend those knees, really dig the heels into the floor. I'm gonna show you a side view as well. Drive the elbows up past the rib cage. Keep your head in line with your spine. Keep breathing. Make sure that your core is sucked in, that you're not letting it just hang out. Soft bend in the knees. We're almost there. I just need a few more reps from you, and then you are done today, and you won't see me until tomorrow. There, you got it. Give me 1 or 2 more and you are done. Nice job. This is how I feel after that workout. So good. I am so proud of you. Give yourself a high five, even if you're alone. If not, do this workout with a friend, and I'll see you tomorrow.